Aloha everybody, this is Gigi from Kauai Community College. In this video, we will talk about implicit differentiation. So here is an example. Implicit differentiation is when we have an equation that is written, implicitly. What does that mean exactly? Where it's not y equals to, say, 5x squared plus 3x plus 2, right? So here we have y written explicitly be a function of x. Now, this is what we have been doing so far, where we can just go ahead and say, well, in that case, dy dx is, right? So we are saying the derivative on the left-hand side is dy dx, and then the derivative on the right-hand side is 10x plus 3. Now, this is something that is when you have y written explicitly in terms of x. Now here in this equation, y is not in terms of x. And so, sometimes we don't want to or cannot solve for y. So we go ahead and treat y as a function in terms of x, meaning y is like a composite function in this case. And when we do take the derivative of both sides, we will have to apply the chain rule on y. And so for this problem, I think the easiest thing to do first is to go ahead and get rid of the denominator so that we don't have to apply the quotient rule. So we will go ahead and multiply both sides by y minus 10. So when we do so, on the left-hand side, we will have 3y squared minus 30y is equal to, on the right-hand side, y minus 10 divided by y minus 10 is 1. Or we can say the multiplication will undo the, the multiplication will undo the division. So then all we have is x plus 10. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to say, well, now that I have this function written implicitly here, I will use implicit differentiation and take the derivative of both sides with respect to x. When I do that, on the right-hand side, it's a pretty easy thing on the right-hand side. That would just be the derivative of x, which is 1. And then on the left-hand side, we do have to apply the chain rule on y. Because y, we are going to treat y as a function in terms of x. So the chain rule will apply there. Okay, what does that mean? The derivative of 3y squared, you bring the exponent down, so that would be 6y multiplied by the inside derivative, which is dy dx, the derivative of y with respect to x, minus the derivative of 30y is 30 multiplied by the inside derivative, which would be dy dx, is equal to the derivative of x with respect to x, the same variable, so you just have 1. Okay, now here we will go ahead and factor out dy dx. And when we factor out dy dx, what we will have inside here is 6y minus 30 is equal to 1. So we would say dy dx now will equal to 1 divided by 6y minus 30. And that is it.